stop feeling sorry. I'm just gonna dig deeper into myself, figure out better ways to love, more ways to express myself, show who I am, show why I am. I want to be vulnerable. I want to be more open. I want to give myself. I want to share myself, love myself, heal myself, be patient with myself. In this process too, and I will be. And I'm thankful he has been that for me. But yet, it's really time for me to be that for myself. Be the push. Because he's right, he can't break the wall for me. He can't break boundaries for me. I have to do that for myself. Nobody can do that for me. And I'm not sad that it's gotten here. I'm not really sad at all today. Even though my voice sounds sort of like melancholy, but I'm going to be making it a practice to leave mind space more often and really be about my heart. And that takes effort, like real effort and real presence. Free myself. Every day I'm gonna just keep freeing myself. Every day. Actions that free ourselves. Every day. Actions that free myself. Reminding myself that there's really nothing to be scared of. We don't really lose things, we just go into different alignments, new alignments, and we have to adjust. And that's something that I'm learning for myself right now. I get so scared to lose people and lose myself that I just stop being and I start acting in a place of not wanting to lose, not wanting to be without. So it's just been me being in places of lack emotionally. So then it makes me question, who have I been then? Who have I been this whole time? And there's been some progress, moments where I'm being who I am and getting better. But I have to keep going and not just settle at one point with it, because there's so many layers of this healing that needs to happen. And my heart has been asking for the healing for so long, but I haven't really been putting in effort, full effort, to be vulnerable about my truth. I just keep asking for it to be delivered to me. And I feel bad, but I'm gonna stop feeling bad. I'm gonna just work on being more aware of myself. And where I put myself. the places I put myself, what I see of myself, the way I speak to myself, because that's the alignments. That's what creates the alignments. I don't know what I'm making right now. It was gonna be an eyeball, and then it started turning into something else. So we will see. I'm gonna show you guys the full picture, because I don't know what the fuck this is. Sometimes I just started off being random.
Oh yeah, in the studio shit.
You got it? See,
Yeah.
you got it. You're powerful.
We are. I am powerful. You are powerful.
Yes. See that? Period. I don't know what this is. I don't know what that is, but these are my characters. You guys. I'm feeling like so it's funny because like when I didn't rewatch that video, but I was just remembering some of the stuff that I said in my last video about like this is the happiest that I've ever been, and like facts, this is the happiest that I've ever been. But I had like this little like test or whatever that just happened, like, is this the happiest I've ever been? Cause not that it was like a questioning of myself, because I was like back at where I started in a way, feeling wise. I haven't really been working on any art lately. I've just been chilling. I've just been chilling these past couple weeks, and I'm just getting back into like, for my focus right now, I'm focused on, like I said, I'm focused on surrendering for the most part. I mean, that's not a portion of something you do, so not for the most part. I'm focused on surrendering, but at the same time, I'm wanting to like, you know, evolve myself and create new type of disciplines to go with this new alignment that I've created for myself. But sometimes I get so, okay, I'm not even about to say what I get, but I'm just working on that within myself, how to be a bit more disciplined, get things done in a timely manner, and not procrastinate or you know, like hop from dream to dream to dream to dream, because I have a lot of visions for myself. And now that I'm in such like a comfy, like open space, it feels literally like I have so much free space to just do whatever. So it's like the fact that I have all this space is just like, now you have to make choices. Now you have to, new responsibilities. That's where I am in this moment. And it's not a bad thing. It's not like, it's what it is. I'm just thinking about how to move forward and keep growing, because honestly, I wasn't even gonna bring this up, but I want to be open. Yesterday, me and my boyfriend, we got into like an argument, and it was a really extreme argument, and it was because I got triggered by something he said, and I didn't really know how to be honest and say that I was triggered. I just got quiet and I shut down, and that's something that I do at times when I don't really know how to deal with something in the moment. I can be avoidant and a little I can be avoidant and non-confrontational. He's very like direct, and he's very on it, and I appreciate him for that. That's something I really value about him, and especially for our relationship. Like, it's taught me a lot, it teaches me a lot, and it's something that I've talked about before on here. But yeah, we got into an argument yesterday, and it was like about expanding on connection and like pushing myself past, you know, surface level. And it's something that, okay, so I haven't had solid friendships or, yeah, like friendships in a few years, a couple years. I haven't really had friends or friendships or relationships besides the one that I'm in right now. And it's like an uncomfortable topic for me because I'm still hurt, and I told myself yesterday I'm letting it go, but I'm gonna talk about it because it happened and it was in my heart space yesterday, like very full. It was like an explosion yesterday. Yesterday I was just like, I want to let this go, but I don't know how to let it go. So the whole friendship thing and letting people in and being open and vulnerable, that's been hard for me for the past few years because I was in a friendship where I felt so like I was so open and like vulnerable, and then it felt like everything was just for nothing because it didn't work out, and because no one was like putting any effort into it working out besides me, it felt like. So yeah, it just hurt my feelings for that reason. And like my relationship right now, all we do is work on togetherness, and that's why I value this relationship so much and coming to common ground and growing on that. So it was literally like a breakup for me because it felt like I loved them more than they loved me, and in a lot of ways that broke my heart because it felt like those people were my family. And you know, like when I brought like light to the situation, I got looked at like I was crazy, or like, I don't know, I got looked at like I was crazy and like I was just being overly dramatic, and that's something that I get called a lot. So all that just hit me really hard, and I decided to just like distance myself from those people and like friendships, period. Like I haven't really let myself be open to people in a really long time, like I said, besides my boyfriend. Literally besides my boyfriend. Even like relationships that I'm somewhat close in right now, like friendships, I mean, it's like a certain limit for me of where I will go with it, because I'm just like, I don't feel like putting my all into something again, like, and being who I am in it, and then feeling like rejected in it, or feeling like I'm not really being received. You know, it felt like, I don't know how to explain it, but my heart went through it for a while because of that relationship. Was something that I felt like I could be who I am in, and then it felt as if who I was in it wasn't really loved, it wasn't appreciated, it wasn't really loved how I thought it was loved. And I found all that out after like distancing myself. So yeah, what yesterday showed me was time to open my heart up to people and be receptive to love. Yeah, be receptive to love. Be receptive, period. Be open. Be who I am no matter what. And that's something that that's like an affirmation I always say to myself, like, or I'm always asking my heart, like, can we be open now? Can we just trust now? Like, can we make connections, and can we be honest? Can we do this? Can we do that? And it's just like,
asking all these questions to myself instead of just putting myself in a situation where I am receiving love in new friendships and new connections, you know, new ways, instead of just putting myself in, instead of just being love, you know. I hate that I close myself off, like, and that was something yesterday too. It was like, damn, I really hate that part of me. I hate, and I know hate's a strong word, and I know, but it's something that it was hard for me to accept. So I'm just venting right now. It was hard for me to accept, and yeah, hard for me to accept the fact that I'm a shy person. I was a shy person. I can be a shy person, and sometimes I choose being to myself over being social and putting myself out there in a way that I can like come off as like friendly and like inviting to people. I've always been like that, but like, you know, but it's just like for yeah, that group of friends was like those only people who got like the fullness of me. So it was like when I lost them, I was like, I lost a part of myself. And then after that, I was like, how do I really be myself with people? How do I open myself up and be vulnerable and all that with people again? But yeah, yesterday I was like, damn, I really hate that part of myself. I hate that I hold myself back. I hate that I've gone this long being upset and angry about like a failed relationship, when that's something that failed relationships, that's something that happens in life, and that's something that we have to learn to accept and just like learn to move forward and not hold a grudge about it, or not hold any hate in your heart about it, or not hold any like malice or anything towards people, because we're all growing in different directions, and not everything is always gonna be so. I love togetherness. I love that shit, and I'm thankful for my boyfriend, because I know I always talk about him in my videos, but like seriously, I'm very thankful for him in my life, because I learn a lot from him. Like, deadass, I learned so much from him, and he's a very social person. Like, it feels like he knows everyone, and it feels like he knows how to talk to anyone and everyone, because he does. And seeing that, sometimes it makes me like, oh my god, like, it makes me look at myself, I'm like, damn, how do I do that? Because I feel like that's such a beautiful trait to have, to be able to just like talk to anybody and just like be in any space and vibrate like that. So I admire that about him, and it's something I want to learn how to do, or allow myself to grow into being more open. You know what? It took me a long time to come back to YouTube, because I was like embarrassed about the fact that I just vent on here. But at the same time, I love that I vent on here. So I'm like, what is it? And it's just like the fact that I think too much about what other people are thinking. So it's like, girl, cut that out. So I'm gonna cut that out and just like live my life and speak my mind and my truth, and just like expand on what my truth even is. Yesterday, I was just, oh my god, like I was just so in my past, and in my, like, I was just so in my pain, and I was like thankful at the same time that it was brought up and brought out of me, because I deny that a lot, that I was like, no, I'm not an introvert. No, I'm not. I am social and I am warm and welcoming, but no, I haven't been open to receiving connection, you know, heartfelt connection. I haven't been vulnerable. I haven't even yo, that's like part of the reason I haven't even been posting on social media, because I've just been in a really weird space of like not knowing how to, or I'm not gonna say not knowing how to open up. I know how to open up, but I don't, it's about being confident in who I am that allows me to open up. And I haven't been in confident place with myself, but I'm building myself back up. So that's like beginning to like flower right now. This is a new moment, and it's a time for me to be better than I was, and just like take all that's happened and see the lesson of it in yesterday. I'm so grateful for yesterday, even though that shit felt never ending, and it was hard for me because I was like, damn, I don't want to project onto someone that I love, and I don't want to, because yesterday I was like telling my boyfriend that the way he was, you know, like giving me advice, basically. I was just telling him like it was so harsh, but really what it was just being honest. And it was something that I wasn't giving to myself. Like, I wasn't telling myself to stop being so in my shell and stop being so withdrawn in the way that I am with when it comes to people, because we're in a world with a bunch of people, and you can't just like go through life not talking to people. And I avoid the fuck out of talking to people, and that's something that I was denying for so long, because I was like, in my mind I was like, I don't have to network and I don't have to talk to people to get to where I want to be in life. And like, that's facts. You don't have to like network to be somebody. Like, I don't want to do that. I don't like to do that, but it's important, and it means something to me to be able to connect to people on a heart level, like, period. And, you know, be love and receive love. And that's something that we have with people and humans. So it's about growth. Like, that's why we're here. And I wasn't challenging myself, but that conversation, I'll call it that conversation yesterday, challenged me, and it rubbed me wrong. It didn't rub me wrong. It just made me scared to confront that thing that I just never fucking want to confront. But yeah, I'm happy that that happened. I'm happy that he just told me the fuck about myself. And yeah. What else do I have to say? I'm going to truly work on, you know, exercising my throat chakra and saying what I feel, saying what I think, and not holding back because of what other people might think of me, or like maybe not being accepted or whatever the fuck. I'ma just say what the fuck I feel more often. And maybe I'll start small and build my way up to just like being fucking crazy and screaming the shit out. Like, I don't know. I'm just documenting my feelings. I really will be recording more often and talking to myself on here more often. And yeah, you guys can see me on my journey and all that. And